I was in a turtleneck earlier for this other like Instagram live thing I had to do, and I was like, this is just not representing quarantine very well. I'm getting back in my freaking robe.
Well, one of the questions I did want to ask you, we're recording now, by the way. I didn't want to waste any of our wonderful content.
Perfect.
Also, it said, like, avoid legal snags by telling the other party that you're recording. So I want to avoid legal snags with you.
Not the legal snags. Also, do you want me to turn it, or is this good?
Nah, you're good.
Okay.
So you're a very fashionable person. And now here you are, I would say. So I think you have a cool vibe. So when you're making an outfit, what do you look for? What's like your favorite brand or your favorite pieces you look towards?
Ooh, good question. I know. Look at me right now. This is not my fashion.
That's a look.
It is a look, though. It really is. Thank you. I mean, the base tends to always be a big pair of wide leg jeans.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big Levi's gal, but doesn't have to be. I'm not being sponsored by Levi's, so until they want to sponsor me.
I feel like brand name stuff is look at us, so progressive and millennial. I'm less about the brand and more about, what's the vibe. It can come from, I was gonna say it can come from Target, but Target's got some fire clothes now. Whatever it is, whatever we find thrifting or online, if it's dope and it's reasonable, like I think we'll just rock it and make it our own, which is very, cool of us to get away from brand loyalty.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I think as long as, it just has got to suit your vibe. I'm usually in a turtleneck.
Like a jacket thing going on.
Yeah, I like to have extra layers. I like the option. On tour, on stage, sometimes I'll wear a tie to just throw into the mix. I got ideas.
What's your favorite tie?
My favorite tie?
Yeah, I feel like, because I'm in my bedroom right now. I can go grab my favorite tie from my closet right now. Do you have one that you're looking that you love to rock?
Sorry, why would someone call me right now? Nobody call me.
Rude. We're talking about ties.
Rude. We're talking about super important things. I have this one really long, skinny black tie that I wear with this striped black and white button down collared shirt, and it's pretty fly, I will say.
It gets you going. It puts you in the right mood.
It does. It makes me feel a bit invincible.
So now, are you ready for the real journalism? Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
So your name started popping up for me around near the end of my college days, 2015, when I really started to take DJing seriously. I was playing your songs with Weathen and Louis the Child and all that. I still do play them in sets. You make a great party anthem, I must say.
That's awesome. You DJ?
Mm-hmm. So I used to do, well, I still do clubs and bars, but now it's mostly weddings. I will say that you've always been, it's changing now that you're getting more popular, but you've kind of been a secret weapon in my back pocket because you pick out really cool production, and I can hear the Jefferson Airplane influence in your music. You pick songs that are horn oriented. You got it, Ash.
Did you just say Jefferson Airplane?
Yeah, I know you like Jefferson Airplane.
You have done your research, fam. Wow, great job.
So how does that, you going from the EDM electronic circuit to, your own breakthrough with Moral of the Story, how has that evolution felt for you?
Well, I've always been a songwriter, singer-songwriter at heart. The records I grew up listening to.
Everywhere. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. I'll probably spill my coffee on me at some point. Yeah, I've always been, the records I grew up listening to were, Motown records and James Taylor and Carole King and Jefferson Airplane, the Eagles, just the Beatles, the Beach Boys, just really old classic records. So I think I went pretty jazz in college, and then I saw an opportunity sort of in the music industry. There was just sort of there was a bubble that hadn't burst yet on featured artists.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, if I could just find other really talented artists and kind of use my singer, songwriter, top liney skills. Put that on some stuff and made really good friendships. I lived in Nashville and I started driving to, I lived in Nashville, started driving to Chicago, and I met Freddie and Robbie from Lewis the Child and Weathen, and we all just started making a bunch of music together. And I think it was fulfilling for the time, but as I'm able to sort of really focus on my own music, it's so much more rootsy. And yeah, I'm really excited working on my debut album right now, and it is not EDM, I'll tell you that much, fam.
I love it. That's it's cool to have. I mean, this is me in 2018 asking this question, this is what I would do when I first started interviewing people a lot. Genre is really dead, and especially with our generation, we grew up listening to All American Rejects and then like the crunk music era. So like these, we don't really care about these parameters. So I think you really embody that, and we're stoked for the debut.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that.
Do you have do we have a release date for that yet?
I wish. No, we're still finishing it up. Doing it in quarantine's definitely been its own challenge, but it's a challenge worth accepting, and it's going pretty well. I think we'll have it'll be out sooner than later.
It'll be out when it's out.
It'll be out the day that it comes out, and it's gonna be great.
Have you noticed your creativity shift whilst in quarantine?
I will say it's been a little bit more like up and down. It's been a bit more bipolar for sure. Because like one day I'll wake up and be like, I have to write a song today. I'm feeling so inspired. And then my poor boyfriend, I kick him out of the living room and I'm like, I have to write right now. You have to go. Poor guy. But other than that, it's like, it's been such I'll wake up the next morning and just be digging into emails or get to do cool radio promotion stuff like this. And the inspiration goes meow. So it's been up and down, hot and cold sort of thing.
Have you been doing a lot of these video chats and IG live type things?
I sure have.
Yeah, you love it.
This is my favorite one though.
Really? Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you for the clip.
Nah, you're lovely. You're so fun. You have good energy.
I feel like the music. Thank you. You do as well. I think we're just friends. I feel like the music community has really come together with this because regrettably, sports is gone. Live TV is gone, but there's been a lot of chances to do stuff like this and to do live performances. Do you see yourself continuing this once quarantine's over?
I definitely think so. I started this sort of Q&A type Instagram live show that I do once a week, and I bring somebody on, whether a friend or someone who I listen to on a podcast, and so that's been pretty cool actually. I think I'll keep doing that after all this is said and done. Even if I'm on tour, I can I can do it from anywhere I am. So I'll probably keep doing that. I love the live show experience of doing it in person. Mm-hmm. So maybe once in a while I'll do an IG live show.
Yeah.
Playing music, but just nothing can replace real, human interaction and real playing a song in front of people. The energy is so different.
Speaking of, you're going to be in town hopefully in August with AJR.
Hey.
I think it's gonna still happen. I have faith.
Ooh, I like your optimism.
We have no choice but to be optimistic. Cautiously optimistic.
Cautiously.
Have you spent any time in Minnesota? Do you have any Minneapolis memories?
Ooh, I've played a show. I think a couple shows in Minneapolis. I'm not sure if I remember going there I must have been there on my headline tour. Trying to think of a really good memory. I was probably cold.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah. Have you lived there your whole life?
Yep. So me and my fiance, we just bought a house, and my childhood house is maybe 5 minutes that way, so I'm just chilling, doing radio in my hometown. I don't leave.
That's so cool.
Thank you for saying that, because a lot of people go, "You don't ever leave, man," and they make.
I think it's great. I think hometown loyalty is rare these days, and I am clearly not. I left home. I left home and didn't look back. So I appreciate you, and also congratulations to you and your fiance.
Thank you so much.
So exciting.
Do you want to come to the wedding?
Oh yeah, play a little song while you walk down the aisle.
No, you'll be a guest. You don't need to work. You'll just chill.
All right, sounds good.
I'll get you a +1 too. Have you developed a new quarantine hobby? Have you been trying to learn a new skill, or is it all writing all the time?
A new skill. I mean, I've kind of just been honing in the skills I feel like that I always put into practice. Like, I'm an avid journaler, so that's been a real staple for me. It keeps sort of my mental health in check, for sure. Been doing a lot of that, but it's been I've been writing. I guess I've developed the new skill of writing remotely with the main producer on the album. We've been FaceTiming almost every day, and learning how to write a song over FaceTime is a challenge. So I'm pretty proud of myself. We've been kicking some ass. Can I say ass? Ooh, sorry.
You can say ass. You can say any swear word you want. Stick away from like the really bad ones, though.
Okay, cool. The body part ones, cool. I will. Yeah. Oh my god.
So we've been talking a lot about music and FaceTime and stuff. Do you have a current musical obsession? Not you or a collaborator or a friend, but just any artist that you kind of dove into that intrigues you?
Yeah, I listened to both Jessie Reyes. Her new album is fire.
Very good.
And then Dua Lipa's Future Nostalgia album. Honestly, I was not prepared. It's very good.
It's nice to see the pop world embrace an artist like Dua Lipa, because I feel like pop and oh boy, this is getting into dicey territory, given how your trajectory is going to go to, you're going to be that pop star because you're a talented, authentic pop star. But I feel like the top 40 doesn't. They take what's happening in hip hop or alternative. It's nice to be like, hey, here's Dua Lipa, 100% pop star. We're gonna expose and play her music because she is phenomenal. So I think you got some Dua Lipa in you.
Wow! Did you just say that, Jordan? Hey. I will take the Dua Lipa-ness. I think she's phenomenal, and that album is really well. It's like orchestrated so well. Yeah, it's pretty inspiring.
We can love Dua Lipa all day. We can just be 45 minutes of just Dua Lipa album breakdown.
I want
the intense stuff. Is there a current show you're watching that you're really into, or rewatching perhaps?
Show. I'm a bit of a Gilmore gal. Gilmore Girls. It is my weakness and my strength watching that show. We dig into Friends if it was still on Netflix, but I have to figure out where it is. Friends is like our favorite show. What?
You can find it on Reddit. You can find a stream anywhere. You'll be good.
I bet I can. Yeah, I love that show. Honestly, if it was on Netflix right now, I'd be just binging it. And then I've been watching The Handmaid's Tale, which is really, really heavy and intense, but also really good.
Yeah, we're getting close to The Handmaid's Tale being a reality, and I don't like it.
Just Black Mirror level scary.
Have you noticed with Friends, on a much lighter tip?
Yeah.
that Ross sucks. Do you notice that he's just the worst person?
That is a hot take.
No, it's not.
Do you ever notice that Ross is maybe the worst person? No, he's misunderstood.
He manipulates Rachel all the time. He has misogynistic tendencies. Ross can get out of here. Ross would not survive it. The character of Ross would not be created in 2020 because he's so problematic. Watch it from that lens and you'll see it plain as day.
I didn't think about it through the lens of 2020. Ross's character probably would have been written differently if the show came out now.
He's just a problematic dude that victimizes himself, blames the woman, and I, for one, am not having it, Ash.
Oh my God, Jordan!
Swimmer.
I love a hot take. I'm here for it.
What's your hottest take? That's one of mine. Of anything.
Ooh.
You have in the back pocket that just like, hey, when I say this, I know I'm gonna get a reaction.
I'm gonna get some flack for it. I don't really like The Office.
That's fine.
I was just talking about it on another radio thing, and I might have said that I liked it. Now I feel inauthentic and like a real douchebag. But it's just, it makes me feel awkward. When I watch the show, I feel awkward.
Okay, so I mean that's kind of how it's written though. So I think that's just your visceral reaction to the art. I think your hot take is very justified. Also, anything past the first 3 seasons, throw it away. I think we agree.
Really? Okay. Yeah. Noted.
Have you been, so speaking of shows and the visual arts, is there a movie or a TV show that's inspired you? Maybe there's a cartoon that you look forward to, maybe could spark something creatively?
Ooh, well, see, in this bit, I feel like I get a bit lame and that I'm kind of an old soul and I watch a lot of old movies and stuff. So my pop cultural references go near. But I love, it's a movie called Annie Hall by Woody Allen, and it was filmed in like 1970 something, and my favorite actress of all time, Diane Keaton, is in it. I mean, she is a real true goddess, and that the whole way the movie is filmed, I'm so inspired by. So she actually does, she directed the music video for Heaven is a Place on Earth, that heaven is a place on earth, that song. So I'm like, my goal is to get Diane Keaton to direct a music video for me one day.
I want it to happen. I want that to happen for you. That sounds sick.
Thanks. Just make that happen for me, Jordan.
I'll send a tweet. Is she active on Twitter? Can we make that happen?
I don't know if she's active on Twitter. She is killing the Instagram game though.
I'll get like the DM request. She has like a million requests, but one's for me saying, "Hey, get to know at Ashe Music. Make it happen."
Tell her.
I'm going to. Okay? So I think this is the last question, unless you want to go on more hot take rants.
I better not. I'll get myself in trouble.
Hey, trouble it's a really relative thing. What is trouble? It's a fake concept made by people in power to keep us down.
Hot take.
Tell us about the moment where you knew you were going to pursue artistry full time. Is there something that sticks out from like when you're like, yes, this is me, or did you just know that the entire?
I definitely did not know that the entire time. I knew that I was gonna do music with my life. I didn't know how. If I was gonna like be a composer or a songwriter or an artist. I didn't really have the confidence to be an artist. I think you have to really know who you are without any question to be an artist. People who want to be an artist just to be famous, you will fail. You will just fall because you gotta know who you are, and it's gotta be about more than like, I want to be famous. But yeah, for the longest time, I didn't know who that person was, and I wasn't very confident. So I knew it had to be music, but I didn't know how or what I was gonna do. It wasn't until like well after college, I moved to Nashville with songwriting, and slowly started doing the feature thing. And I think one day I just woke up and I was sick of writing songs for other people. I just felt like they were my stories I wanted to tell. So, yeah.
Here you are.
Here I am in my bathrobe.
And that's the moral of the story.
Oh! You did it. You had to.
All right, Ash. Thank you so much for taking the time. We'll see you in August.
Yes.
Come to the station. We'll have pizza together. There's a pizza shop right down the street. It's going to be great.
I would love that.
We'll make it happen.
Yay, please do. All right, Jordan. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, have a great day. See you later. Stay sanitized.
You too. Stay sane.